We are here now with meteorologist Mariel Ruiz, and hopefully it's not too bad for those who are traveling today.
Yeah, it kind of just depends on where you're also going, because this rain is pushing off towards the east.
Okay, so depending on which direction you're flying, you mean?
Depending on which direction you're flying. So definitely want to keep an eye on those flight times, because you
always
never
check.
know.
And always go early on these rainy days.
Absolutely, especially on busy weekends, And hey, we're seeing some cloud cover clear across areas of the Metroplex. So what I am now seeing is that heavy rain is pushed outside of the state. So that rain that brought in a quick 2 to 3 inches of rain last night is now pretty much out of the area. So something else that I've seen develop here over the last 30 minutes is fog. A dense fog advisory is now in place until 11. And this is mainly for the western part of North Texas. This does not include DFW. We do have some visibilities that have dropped below 1/4 mile for some near Breckenridge, Eastland, Stephenville, down to about 1/2 mile. These numbers indicate how much you can see in front of you. A perfect 10 is clear conditions, but the lower the number is, the harder it is to see. So our friends in western North Texas, closer to the big country, a big heads up for you. Not the case anywhere else. I'm keeping about 10% coverage of rain through the morning into the early afternoon, with 40% coverage late afternoon, 50% coverage this evening of that rain, and then it dwindles down overnight. I'm not expecting any rain. Our flood watch that was in place beginning last night has actually been extended until 10 p.m. today. And this does not include DFW, but it does include Johnson, Ellis, Hill County, Navarro County towards the east, Kaufman County towards the east, pretty much along Interstate 20 and south, along I-35, W and E, and to the east. So really southeast of DFW. And this is for an additional 1 to 2 inches of rain. Most of North Texas is under a marginal level 1 risk for severe weather. It's a very low end risk for the potential of those thunderstorms this afternoon, producing up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and up to quarter-size hail. The more likely scenario is the heavy rain and the frequent lightning. And you see that slight risk at the bottom of your screen there. That extends into southeast Texas. The threat for strong storms is higher the more south you go. So we're kind of on the tail end of those storms. And let me show you how they play out today, because today, again, we could see a little spotty shower. That's why 10% coverage is in the forecast through the early afternoon. The cloud cover, that's going to be with us. It will at times have breaks in them. This is around 3 in the afternoon. You see these thunderstorms developing to the south of DFW, and then they start to push east into that area where the flood watch is in place. And we'll continue to see this progress towards the east through the evening time. Not completely ruling out some stray storms to the north of DFW as well, but coverage there will be a lot lower. So that's what we'll be watching here over the next several hours. As we head into the overnight hours, we are looking drier, and by Sunday morning, I do think we'll see some cloud cover around. We could even see some fog develop along our southeastern counties, just because a lot of our soil is still going to be quite wet from the storms, not only from yesterday, but from this afternoon as well. So, of course, we'll be watching that. The cloud cover kind of sticks around. We're seeing breaks in the clouds now, though, over downtown Dallas. A high near 76 degrees today, 77 degrees on Sunday after starting the morning off with temperatures in the low 60s. Then as we head into next week, it is looking rain-free, 78 degrees on Monday, 71 on Tuesday. Our next front comes in by Wednesday. Look at what it does to our high, 67 on Wednesday, 68 on Thursday. Morning lows in the 40s on Thursday and Halloween morning, a high near 70 on Halloween. And I think by the time trick-or-treaters are going to be out and about in the late afternoon, evening, temperatures will be in the 60s. Overall, really beautiful weather for the end of the month. Next weekend already turning the clocks. But other than that, I'm not looking at any major changes over the next 2 weeks. I'm looking a little bit drier as well.
Thanks so much, Mariel. All right.